looking for some hot stuff, baby, this evening. And I found him. So we've got Hector Torres, otherwise known as Hot, here today at the Simply M Spotlight. I'm so honored. I'm actually a little bit nervous. So
I am.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we're feeling the heat. So Hector is our professional photographer extraordinaire. He is an artist. Thank you for being here today, Hector.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm Hector Bay, the owner and founder of Simply M, the movement. This is the Simply M Spotlight. I just want to share all the amazing people that I've met along the journey who are doing fabulous things out there in the world for others. And Hector is absolutely one of them.
Thank you very much.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you very
Hector. Well deserved. So, Hector, your career spans long and wide, nationally, globally, locally. So many places that your work has been published in. Share some of that with us.
All right. Well, I started when I had black hair and I had hair. So it's been a long time. And I started also like everybody, small, and then little by little I grew up bigger. So far, my work has been seen in obviously Puerto Rico, which is where I am from, in all the U.S., Central America, certain parts of South America, and I don't know where else. You know, everywhere a magazine goes. So maybe I'm all over the world. But what can I say is that most of the people here in Miami have seen my work for sure.
On buses?
On rolling on the streets, or when they are driving and see the billboards or bus shelters and everything. So
Yes.
yeah, my work has been seen.
Is everywhere. And
But nobody knows that I did it.
Exactly. But we know because I've been with you sometimes
Yes.
when it's been rolling on by. And I've had the pleasure of seeing your portfolio. I've had the pleasure of the fact that you've taken my pictures. And I just want to say that
You look so cool.
Thank you. Yes. Whenever you take the pictures, I do. And here's the truth of it. A lot of people sometimes think, oh, I'm not photogenic, or they feel uncomfortable taking their picture taken. But that's where someone like you comes in, that you know how to bring out the best and all that inner beauty.
So the thing is this, there's no such thing of a not photogenic person. There's lots of bad photographers.
Oh, there you go.
So,
Mic drop.
There's no person who is not photogenic. Obviously, there are people that have more beautiful attributes to their faces or whatever. But if you're a good photographer, you can find always the beauty in that person. There's something that person have that you can capture always.
Yes.
So it's just a matter of looking,
Through that
really,
lens.
really seeing through the lens, through the eyes of that person, and capture that.
And bringing out their confidence too, right? Because you have such a way, when I've had my picture taken with you, you have such a great way of making you feel at ease and finding just the perfect light. And you're like, let's try this and let's try that. I mean, that's something that obviously comes naturally to you. Or have you worked on that?
Well, I may have to say that it's something I learned from my parents. My parents are very people person. They both worked as sales persons, so they were fantastic at dealing with people, and I got that a little bit. But one thing is, when I am behind the camera, I transform to something else, and then my alter ego, my hot part, comes out, and it's something different.
Yeah.
Something different.
And I've seen that. So it's kind of like Beyonce with her alter ego, Sasha Fierce. And truth be told, I have seen it with my own eyes. The way that well, for example, I'm going to give like a tangible example to our audience. We were on a bus tour, and Hector was literally hanging from places I didn't know he could be hanging from to get the perfect shot. It was a double-decker bus. We were all over Miami, and you just got all the action shots of the entire group, the individual shots. I mean, it was like all your pictures told the story of the day that we all spent together.
I am telling you, if I was in the other side of the camera, looking to that crazy guy jumping and standing on those places, I will be saying, "Oh my God, this guy is crazy." Thing is, again, when I get my camera and I am behind it, I forget about the typical Hector Torres.
Right.
You know, I'm stop being shy or anything. Become something else, and I do whatever I have to do to get the image in the way I want.
To get that shot.
Yep.
And it's magnetic and it's felt. So nowadays, especially with social media and the internet and everything else, right? I don't know if anyone's heard of that, but you know, image is everything and capturing the moments. But with the, you know, invention of those smartphones, I think some folks have maybe lost the essence of understanding the difference between a picture, an image taken by someone like you, versus, not that you can't take good pictures with a phone, but we're talking totally different animals, right?
So the thing is that with the phone, people have forgotten to see, to look, to really look at what they are taking pictures of. So sometimes it's pretty cool to go back and put a film camera, put a roll of film in that and go and shoot. And remembering that you have only 36 frames to shoot, you know? So that's an exercise.
Right.
So that you're not gonna shoot like if you having a tick in your finger,
Right.
With those electronic cameras or with a phone that you keep shooting. Oh, I don't like this, and I erase it and I take it another again. This takes time, so it makes you think. What is it you're taking pictures of?
Right.
So that's part of the exercise.
Well, and I've seen you again. I've seen you in action. So you take portraits of like families, professionals, food, fashion, products. I mean, you name it, you can take a picture of it and create a whole story, a whole message.
In the big scale, it will be business to business, which is let's say doing pictures for advertising agencies or companies or pharmaceutical companies, hospitals, stuff like that, or business to individuals, which is doing pictures for families, portraits, and let's say artwork, which is something that I like, that I love actually, and that's what brought me into photography. So those are the big circles. I mean, like big panoramas of my work, and then from there on, I can shoot about everything. I just don't like doing weddings because I don't enjoy it, or 16 candles or something like that. But other than that, or anything related to blood, or hot news. So for me, it's all about capturing beauty.
Yeah, capturing beauty in the moment and everything else.
Or food, because I love to eat.
He loves food. So, we've in our circle of friends, we've said that you remind us of that that character that everyone knows, the most interesting man in the world.
Oh, well.
But I think you do have a lot of the most interesting stories. Is there one that comes to mind about one specific photo shoot that you're just like, that was a really cool experience?
Well, I can mention a couple. For example, the first time back in the day, there were no drones. So I was assigned to shoot an area where they were going to build a shopping center. So I jumped in this helicopter.
Wow.
And it was tiny, you know, I was almost touching the pilot. No window. So I was strapped. My camera was my neck with a strap. And when we were going up, it was dancing, like
turbulence.
You know, oh my God, moving all the time. And I said to myself, I'm a professional. So suddenly it went off. I forgot about the dizziness or the movement, and I did my work, and it came out amazing.
Wow.
That was once. Another time, also in a helicopter doing an offshore race. Again, the same thing. When we were going up or down when we were going to land, it was a freaky moment. But in the meantime, so exciting to take pictures of those boats going super fast, jumping, and the scenery was amazing.
Because you were in your element, obviously. Because this is
Yeah,
this
well, I
is
was taking pictures.
yeah, this is what you do. This is who
Yeah.
you are, and like you said, you have the business to business. Any company out there, any marketing agency that really wants to capture the essence of their message, of their mission, you are the man to take those images. Yes, you are.
Definitely.
And then for all those individuals, whether they're families or professionals, influencers, what have you, that want to make sure that they have the best pictures. Because I've seen the pictures you've taken, for example, of children, and children love you. I have to say, like everyone loves you, but they really
I like babies. I
yeah.
like children.
No, and even
Yeah,
like,
this
and I've
is-
seen you take pictures of like 6-year-olds and 12-year-olds, boys and girls, and they just, you get them moving, you get them comfortable.
It's just a matter of
Yeah.
playing, and I'm just a big
Kid at heart.
I'm just and my body is old, but I'm super young.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And so you will travel, right? You go everywhere.
I
to
go
take,
everywhere
so
where my passport allows me to go.
there you go. So if someone said, you know, this is, and I hope they do, because he is the guy to take the pictures for our company, for our product, for our family, what's the best way to find you and to reach you?
Obviously, my phone, which is 305-924-3978. My email, and you can see my work in my webpage, HectorTorresPhoto.com.
HectorTorresPhoto.com. And I've been to your website. I've seen all the pictures that you've taken. You really have taken, I really love too, and I must add, like, you do a lot of artistic shoots too, and you have artistic
Yes.
ideas. And the way that you approach that type of work is so intuitive for you.
Yes. Well, the thing is, again, that's what brought me into photography. I don't know how to draw, but I found through the camera voice in art. Then it happened that I had to pay the bills, so I started charging for other kind of work. So, but I still doing artwork, and you can also see that in my webpage.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in my webpage you will see mostly people, celebrities, models, and regular folks. But there's also food. But I can take an art.
Yes.
But I can take pictures of basically everything.
And the one of the last things that I want to say too that's so impressive about the way that you work, not just your work, but the way you work, is that you really focus and you set the time aside for each client, for each subject, for each project. And your turnaround is amazing because you do your editing, you put that all together, and then you send it to the client. Whenever I've hired you for my photographs, right away I get that WeTransfer link. And it just amazes me always how precise it is and how fast it is,
Well,
and the editing that you do.
There is obviously some works that take a bit longer because
Sure.
they're bigger. But I try to have a turnaround of 2 days the most, 3 days the most, unless it's a huge work. For example, last year I was doing this work for a hotel. I spent 10 days taking pictures, so it took me 10 days after, editing and reviewing all the work. I took over 20,000 images
Oh my goodness.
on those 10 days, so it was a lot to view, review, color, treat, edit, and send.
Yes.
But, if it's not that big, pretty fast.
No, I know. And you do take a lot of shots because you always want to make sure you've captured every possible angle. Your image is something that you want to make sure that you put in the right hands. Those special moments that you want captured with your family or of yourself, you want to make sure that you have a true professional that cares about their work, that sees it as an art form and that brings out the best in everyone. And I can highly recommend Mr. Hot to everyone and anyone. So make sure that you go to his website, make sure you check out his work, reach out to him, and you're gonna see the huge difference between taking that picture with your smartphone versus with a professional photographer and artist.
Let me look at you and take your pictures. You're gonna be surprised.
Yes, I have been every single time. Thank you so much,
Thank
Hector.
you for having
It's
me
been a
here.
pleasure to have you here. Remember, everyone, stay positive, stay happy, be blessed, and be a blessing. Till next time, bye for now.
Bye bye.